back again. Yep. So today, I am going to be talking about something that happened not that long ago. So, we were on our annual family vacation to Colorado when we went down to the Manitou Springs Arcade. So, we go there normally like pretty much every year. And when my sister and I were little, we would just like ride on the rides because they have the little rides that you put the quarters in and you can sit and it bounces up and down and stuff. So this year, we didn't do that. No, we went to the arcade on the day of a flash flood. Yep, there was a flash flood warning happening about 5:30 maybe. So, we go to the arcade, we buy the little tokens, and we play a couple games, when suddenly, something catches my eye. A 3D Iron Man poster hanging on the wall. And I am a huge Marvel fan, right? Like, Marvel is one of my, like, top 3 favorite things. So I had to have this poster. So, for the next maybe like hour or so, my sister and I worked our butts off to get this poster. And then 5:30 came. And we didn't have enough tickets for the poster. But I had to have this poster. So, we worked furiously because we were only like 100 tickets away from getting this. So we go to the Whack-A-Mole and we grab the mallet. My mom joins in and we're slamming, my sister and my mom are slamming down on the heads as they pop up. I'm whacking them with the hammer. And eventually, we get the 100 tickets. So we go to the gift shop and ask for this. And this wasn't in the room with the gift shop. This was in another room. So we had to ask the guy to go get it. And the guy had no idea where this was. So we spent like maybe 5 minutes trying to find the right building that had this. When we do find it and get it, it's a mad dash back to the car. When all of a sudden, this lady comes up to the car and says to my mom,
"You don't want to drive back up the mountain. There's a tornado warning."
Yeah, a tornado was coming. And a flash flood. Yeah, this is our Colorado luck, people. So, we get in the car and drive like as fast as we can, but everyone else seemed to know about the tornado warning, which was not that much of a surprise. They send out like an alert to your phone. So, there's really bad traffic. Like, really bad. So we can't get out of Colorado Springs back up to the mountain where my grandma lives. So we decide to drive to a Safeway. And so we spend probably the next maybe like 1 or 2 hours at this Safeway. So I bought a book, my sister bought a bunch of card games. So we were pretty entertained. All the while, the flood that killed humans during Noah's Ark was happening outside. So after this whole thing is over, we go to Chili's because the Safeway was freezing cold and we were in Colorado. I am in like a huge sweatshirt. So, I'm reading my book and I wear this sweatshirt all the time. If you have seen any of my videos on my other channel, this is like my favorite sweatshirt. I will wear this even when it's like 80 degrees outside. So, we had dinner at Chili's. Nothing seemed wrong until we went to Target to get toothpaste and deodorant and clothes and everything because we were spending the night down the mountain. Now, as soon as we step into this Target, I feel a familiar feeling. The feeling like I was about to throw up. So I'm like,
I have to throw up!
so we run to the bathroom, and I stand for like 3 minutes over the toilet. Nothing happened. Yes, I worked you all up for that. Nothing happened. It was just a false alarm. So we spend the night down the mountain. And in the morning, we have to go to an amusement park, right? So we spent the night at this hotel, and we have to go to an amusement park the next day in the clothes that we had had on. So that was a fun experience. And now, this isn't the only time that something like this has happened in Colorado. No, we have Colorado bad luck whenever we go. So, when I was younger, every single year we went up to Colorado, I would come down with some strange disease and have to go to the doctors. So, the doctors knew us as the people that come annually every year because their daughter has some strange freaking disease. So, yeah, 1 year, this didn't happen at all. So, like, the last weekend that we were there, we decided, hey, you know what? We haven't done this in a while. We're going to go to the Royal Gorge. So, we had done this before, like, a couple years, three, maybe 4 years back. And it was fine. There was no problem. So, we're like, you know what? Let's go this year. It'll be fun. So we go, and we almost died. So we rented one of those, like, golf cart thingies that you can get in and drive across. We were driving across, and then we realized,
Wait a second. Where's Grandpa?
he said he had been following us, and he isn't here. So we were all around the other side when we realized our grandpa wasn't there. So we drive all the way back, and there he is. So, we get in, and we're going back across when all of a sudden, a freaking 50-mile-an-hour wind comes along. Yeah. So, the roof of our golf cart was being lifted up. Our golf cart, full of people, it was like max capacity, was lifting up. Right in the middle of the suspended bridge. Right over the Million Drop Gorge. So, we were all freaking out because, hey, we're gonna die. So, the people in front of us decide to go at like 0.5 miles an hour. Like, and they're in this, like, freaking bus. Like, they're in this gigantic vehicle that is not going to go anywhere. So, we were there, like, help! We're being blown away! So, those people aren't going. So the whole time, my mom is screaming that
we're gonna die.
Me and my grandma are screaming at the people in front of us because they aren't moving. And my sister and my grandpa, they're just sitting there like,
This is fine. I mean, we're all gonna die, but this is fine.
so we make it across the bridge. And we're stuck on the other side for like a half an hour. So, we decide to go get some like cookies and stuff, some food. And then it's time to go back. Now, this time, it wasn't windy. And when we get to the other side, we encounter one of the people that had been in front of us. So, my mom was having friendly conversation with this lady, and then all of a sudden, she brings up the catastrophe. Like, seriously, this was bad. There were people laying over their children to keep them from flying off the bridge to their inevitable demise down below. So, as soon as they start talking about that, they realize, and then they just stopped talking. So that was a fun experience. And so we're like, hey, we made it this year without getting any sickness. Yeah, but we almost died. So next year we go and we think that this curse of sickness is finally over. And I come down with hives. That was fun. So I was taking medicine, these like gigantic pills, and the last day of taking the medicine, I get hives all over me. Like, seriously, all over. My head, my arms, my legs, my stomach, they were everywhere. And we think, well, I was playing outside, right, with my cousin and my sister, because my cousin comes down like maybe a week after we're there. So I was playing outside with my cousin and sister, and she lives on the very top of a mountain. So there's no, like, sort of health care there. The only health care is like a 2-hour drive down the mountain into the city. So we're up there, and I look down at my arm, and I see that it is covered in red dots. So I'm like,
I have the chicken pox!
So I rush inside, hold out my arm.
Mom, I have the chicken pox!
No, it wasn't the chicken pox. And everyone else was fine, so happiness. Only I'm affected by this plague. But, so I go and take a shower. All the while, my mom is furiously researching the red splotches on me. Because it wasn't insect bites. It wasn't like traditional hives that you get when you're allergic to something. So we think maybe I might be allergic to the pine tree because I was playing around the pine tree. No, it was from the medicine, and we found that out like a day after, and we're like, oh. So, anyway, told you these videos would get longer. Yeah, that is my fun times at Colorado video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below any bad experiences you may have had in the past with hives or falling off death bridges or getting killed by tornadoes. I'm surprised that I'm even alive. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Bye!